Would you love to see media that's actually empowering to women and girls? Hi, my name is Courtney, and when I created my media company, I created it with the intention I would fix all the long-standing issues within Hollywood. And when I was getting my film degree, I was getting it because I really wanted to tell the stories of women and girls and to see our stories being told and to see media that was actually empowering to us. And media in general, filmmaking in general, is such a powerful tool for uplifting people and for shaping our society. And I really saw that our voices as women weren't a part of it. And it seems like when our stories are being told, a lot of it has to do with violence against us, which has been turned into forms of entertainment. A lot of our media has been degrading towards us or misogynistic. And I wanted to speak a bit more about that, about the ethics and morals around storytelling and around who gets to tell a story and who should be telling people stories. So one thing that Hollywood does, and I spoke about this in another video, is how they'll steal art from actual artists. So they'll actually steal scripts from a writer who wrote a story, and it may be based on their own personal life experiences, and Hollywood will just steal it and make a film about it and make it seem like they created the whole thing, and they'll make all this money and they push out the writer. And it's very difficult for the writer to go after them legally because Hollywood has so much power, money, resources behind them. And we see this too now with the true crime space, which really did start in Hollywood. Hollywood was doing this for a long time before we saw this all over social media and podcasts. Hollywood would just take stories from the news media and they would just tell them without the permission of the family members or friends or anyone who loved the victim. And they've really turned our abuse and trauma as women and abuse and violence towards women and children into a form of entertainment. And we see this happening now across social media. And we really need to have discussions around the ethics of storytelling and the morality around storytelling, because something may be technically illegal, but that doesn't make it moral or ethical. And storytelling should never hurt someone else. We shouldn't be telling other people's stories. We can tell our own stories. And if we want to tell someone else's story, we can work with that person to use the media to help empower them or to give them a platform for their voice. And I think these are discussions we really need to be having. And I'm really disturbed by seeing all the violence against women and children, how it's been turned into a form of entertainment. And unfortunately, a lot of the people making this content, especially across social media and making money off of it, are women. And a lot of people consuming it are women as well. And I would love to see those women instead supporting actual women filmmakers who are telling stories about women and girls that are empowering, or that are stories that haven't been told, but they're doing it in an ethical and moral way, and it's not actually hurting anyone. Because filmmaking, storytelling shouldn't hurt anyone. It should be used as a tool and a platform for empowering our society and empowering each other. And so if you want to see change within Hollywood and you want to support me in everything I'm doing, and you want to support storytelling of empowering stories of women and girls, you can check out my book DreamLand. So all the money I make from my books goes right back into my company and everything I'm doing. My book DreamLand is available on Kindle Unlimited and on Amazon. And it's about a recent college graduate named Penelope, and she has this ability to be a lucid dreamer, and it leads to her being recruited into a secret organization for lucid dreamers. And so if you love books that are about, I label all my books as young adult fantasy, but I would say they're really for the young adult age range and older. And if you love any kind of books about fantasy books, supernatural, metaphysical, about magic, about topics like the astral plane and lucid dreaming. You'll absolutely love my work. My book DreamLand is available on Kindle Unlimited and on Amazon. All the money goes right back into everything I'm doing, so it's a great way for people to support me. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you don't even have to spend any money to do so. And I really appreciate all the support, because together we can change Hollywood, and we can see stories about women and girls that are actually really empowering and that are fun and uplifting, and we can tell our own stories.